This video is a technology help guide on adding transitions between clips in iMovie. iMovie is a free video editing software for Mac and iOS devices. There are many features that iMovie offers to personalize videos, such as you can add a title to the video, there are special effects, audio, and as I mentioned, you can add transitions between clips, which is very beneficial for really enhancing the overall quality of your video, just because it really helps the flow to not have such a harsh transition between one clip to the next. It really makes it flow nicely, and overall it just looks a lot more professional. So aside from creating personal videos, students could use iMovie for other educational videos and other courses, as well as for making educational videos for YouTube, which could possibly generate revenue for the student. So an affordance of this technology is that it is a free software. It's very easy to use, and it just really helps to get your point across in a very clear and concise way. So with that being said, a major constraint for iMovie is that it is only available for Mac and iOS devices. So if you don't already have that device, this probably isn't a software that you're going to want to go with. Without further ado, though, let's go ahead and get started. And I do want to let you know that I'm going to add in the description box below a couple of links for other sources just to help videos with iMovie if you have any other questions. So let's get started.
Adding a transition effect between clips really helps to keep the flow of your video looking very professional and clean. So I've gone ahead and uploaded 2 different clips that I want to add a transition in between. I'm going to go ahead and play it quickly so you can see it without the transition. So this is just a video of my dog catching snow, and you can see we're switching videos, and it was just a quick little shift. So if we want to go ahead and edit that and make it a little bit of a nicer flow to the next clip and not so harsh, what we want to do is come down here and we want to put our cursor in the transition pane, and we're going to highlight over this yellow cursor bar, and we want to move this to where we want to add the transition. So I'm wanting to add it right before the next clip. So once I have this here, now I'm ready to add the transition. Just go up to the top where it says transitions. We want to click on that, and now you can see we have a lot of different options to choose from. I don't typically get very creative with this, so my favorite is the white bright, which you can see right here. And to view any of them, you can kind of just drag your cursor alongside of it, and it shows you what it'll look like. So let's go ahead and do the white bright. So we're going to double click, and now you can see that down here, that vertical bar has changed to a little sideways hourglass symbol. So now if we want to see how this is going to look, what we can do is drag our cursor bar to the beginning of the video. That way it plays from the beginning, and we can watch and see our new transition. So you can see it just went ahead and swiped right, and it's just a very nice, clean flow, not just a harsh switch. I'm going to show you a couple of easy tips and tricks that can really enhance the overall quality of your video. So to start with, we're going to go ahead and work on correcting the color of the video. So as you can see with both of my clips, they're pretty dark, a little bit dull, so we really want to brighten them up and make them a little bit more vibrant. So what we want to start with is first make sure that we have our yellow cursor bar to the far left of the clip we want to work on. Go ahead and hover over your clip on the far left-hand side of it until you get a cursor that has an arrow pointing to the left and the right, and go ahead and click on it. So now that we have this highlighted, we can go up here to the top right of the screen. You can see we have a little editing toolbar right here. I always go ahead and click on the one first to auto enhance the color. It didn't quite make it how I wanted it. It's still a little bit too dark for me. So what I'm going to go to next is the circle with half shaded, half unshaded. Click on that. So you can see here that it's on auto. I'm going to go ahead and try white balance since my picture contains quite a bit of snow in it. So you'll have a little dropper cursor right here. I'm going to click on the snow. And you can see that it really just brought the picture to life, made it look a lot more vibrant and realistic. So now I'm going to click this blue check mark, and that will set this video how I want it. So now to work on the next one, go back into the timeline plane. We're going to move our yellow cursor bar to our next video and do the same thing go down until your cursor has a left and right pointing arrow. Go ahead and click on that so we make sure that, oops, sorry about that. Make sure, don't want to double click, just click once so we can make sure that we have that video selected. So now we can go back up to our editing toolbar. We can auto enhance it with the wand. Again, didn't do a whole lot, so let's go ahead and try white balance once again, and then we can use our dropper. You can see it just really brought the snow in a more realistic color, not so blue. So now we want to see what the video looks like from the beginning, so we'll move our cursor bar back to the beginning of the video, leave it right here, and we can play from the beginning, and you can see that the color is just a lot more vibrant and looks a lot more realistic.